Hello there.
No, 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 no.
Hello, 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 chat. Hello, hello. Bring that down a little bit for you guys. Hi, chat. What's up, chat? Today is a day that exists. And by that I mean I have no special plans for today for what we're gonna be doing at all. I have some ideas on stuff we can do with like commands in chat to try and keep us busy for a little bit, but like past that, we might just kind of be like messing around a little bit. Heckin' Yuki. Heckin' Yuki. She's streaming right now, chat. And she keeps coming in here and great nutting over and over again while she's live. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Anyway, chat. That's the plan. That I say the plan. I don't have a plan. That's the idea of a plan. All right. I have a couple ideas I want to try and implement to work in chat. One of them I think will be easy. Another one I think will be fine. I don't know yet. Ooh. And what was my last idea? I have them written down because I know I'd forget. One I also think will be fine, but I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I don't know yet if it's going to be a good idea. So, Anyway, that's the plan. That's the plan. We're just gonna kind of be messing about with the bot, basically. That's my plan, chat. My only plan is to mess about with the bot. All right. Now I have a list here. It's a very small list, mind you, of things we can do. One, honestly, the YouTube command should be above it. I did connect my YouTube to the Sammy, so in theory, I should be able to trigger stuff from YouTube chat now. Maybe it's a hard maybe, honestly. It is an extremely hard maybe. I don't know for sure if it's gonna work or not. So why don't we test it? One thing I really wanted to do was get a Twitch shout out into YouTube chat. So it'd be something like this. Okay, oh, it actually recognizes that now. Nice. Okay. The message would be, check me out on Twitch for more shenanigans and interaction at, then I just do my Twitch link, right? Which I think I can just do something like that. So like that's the idea of what it would send if somebody triggered it. If I wanted them to trigger it, it would be something like !Twitch would be the message. So we'll do that right there. We edit triggers. We go to YouTube chat message. This should work pretty similar to the same, I think. Maybe. Oh, I need to fix that too. One sec, we're gonna fix something real quick, chat. Where's my live alert? Live notification. I did change one thing I noticed I could before stream, is that this actually became available as a YouTube handle. So I grabbed it, chat. I done grabbed it. It looks like the old one is still going to it, but in theory I should be able to do, should just now be able to type in /RJMaster15. This should work now. It is not yet. Hi, Wolf. Survive from that job site? I try sometimes ish. I forget. Does anything important appear on here that we care about? Back home. Oh wait, why is there? Oh, it has to have that @ symbol before it. Okay. It's the final countdown. What's up, Control Chill? I know, she's under an hour. After all this time, she's under an hour. Okay, so it is youtube.com/ yeah, @RJMaster15. Is that not what I just typed in a minute? Oh, I didn't put the @ in when I typed it, did I? Whoops. Yeah, okay, so that works now. Okay, yeah, so that's that. Let me make sure this one's typed in correctly. Master15, okay. We're gonna go over to here, we're gonna edit trigger. If somebody types in !Twitch in YouTube, and I'll test this myself, it's fine. This should work. We're just gonna be messing about for a little bit, chat. She got to under 15. It's Joey. Hi. Oh, I didn't realize that was your alt, Joey. That's funny. It'll be on the YouTube side only, Wolf, which I will not trigger. Okay. Wait. Oh, it did work. It did work. Oh, snap. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. Okay, cool. So I can get chat commands on YouTube then. That's really nice. So I could throw Discord over there pretty easily. What other things should YouTube be given access to? The follower, I could tie in the YouTube sub alert to my follower alert over here. I think. So YouTube subscriber would then trigger that, and then I can delete the old YouTube subscriber one. Which, what does that even trigger for? I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what it triggers from. Is it Streamlabs, maybe? I used to use Streamlabs, I don't anymore. Where's the login button? Okay, so this is the old Streamlabs stuff. I don't use any of it anymore. What does my alert box on here currently do? Yeah, it currently has a few things. I need, I think, to just get rid of the old alert box. I think. Which... this one. Do I use the old alerts for anything? I honestly don't think I do, right? Because my Twitch follower is a sound effect now. Honestly, I think I just completely get rid of my old alert box. Right here. TTS and stuff needs to stay for now. Sound alerts needs to stay for now. The clock is cool. Stonk stays. Chat stays, because that's you guys right there. The black and white stays. All of that stays. React stays. What do you even... Yeah, see, it's Streamlabs. I honestly think I just get rid of the alert box completely. I don't think it does anything anymore. We're going to have to jump between a few different pages, chat. Here, get rid of that. Go to... where else did I put these? Actually, I think this whole scene... I think I can get rid of this whole scene, chat. Because this is the Jeopardy scene from New Year's. I don't think it's needed anymore. Because I've already started coming up with some ideas for New Year's 2026. And it's going to play out very differently, I think. So we'll get rid of this scene. We don't need it. Let's see. Will the suit return? Probably. Probably. See, here's the thing. I really like the suit. I just don't get any chances to wear it. You know what I mean? Theme Fallout? No, I was thinking about a because like this, obviously 2025 I did the Jeopardy, right? I was thinking for 2026 what were my ideas? One was a doing an ARG, right? And having them set up like set up 3 or 4 teams to do an ARG, which could potentially be interesting. Maybe. I don't know how I'd do it yet. I have no idea. What was my other plan? I had one other idea. It was between that and something else. And considering the fact that I don't remember the other thing, I don't think it was very important. Okay, does this one... Did I get rid of it? Sound alerts, clock, TTS. I must have already gotten rid of the alerts on this one. That's weird. This one also doesn't have any alerts. Maybe it's completely gone. Oh, it's probably because I deleted off the one of them, did it? Nice. Nice. Love it. Love it, chat. There we go. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, and I think it'll be interesting to do. I just don't. Luckily, I have plenty of time to figure out if I do it. I don't know how I want to set it up, right? Okay. So in theory now, YouTube subscribers will also trigger the Vulpix follower alert. Ooh. Edit trigger. Delete the YouTube one there. Copy that, paste that. Edit. Delete that. Okay. 1 second. Twitch. Follow. I need to actually label these dang things correctly, chat. Twitch. Shout out. Because this, I'm not gonna lie, this did used to do something completely different. But it's fine. Hi, Riss. Alright, and then in theory, this will be a YouTube sub. So we need to get a different trigger pull data, I think. Sub, actually. Sub has subscribed. Vulpix says hi. It triggers the button, does the thing. This actually, it's not going to be in the Twitch. I need to send that one in the YouTube chat message. That. So we get rid of that one. And trigger pull data, I need to make sure it's pulling stuff from YouTube. So YouTube subscriber display name. So in theory, that'll work for that, I think. So after somebody subscribes, well, here, let me actually trigger that. Edit trigger. YouTube subscriber. So when somebody subscribes, it pulls trigger data, it grabs their display name, it waits a second, because I don't want to break stuff. It triggers ID 23, which is this one, which does the sound and everything. And then it sends the message, so-and-so, so-and-so has subscribed, Vulpix says hi. There you go. I think that works. I think that works. I think. Okay. Now, something else I was interested in setting up, chat. It was just an idea I had. I don't think it's actually going to be useful in any way. Is a timer that chat can activate. Not an on-screen timer. It'd be like in chat where you guys like set timer 5 minutes, and it would send a message in chat after 5 minutes like, "Yo, your timer's up," right? I don't know if that'd be useful in any way, but I feel like it'd be interesting to set up, right? Ba-da-da-dun. I don't know, exclamation point, set timer. It would have to pull a bunch of data. I would... No, here, 1 second. That's not it. Twitch chat message. What am I after here, chat? I want their display name. Display name. Save variable as name. If we go into edit triggers, Twitch chat message, it would be exclamation point, set timer, wildcard space wildcard. So it allows for 2 wildcards here. Or do we even need 2? Would it need 2, chat? I don't think so. I think 1 wildcard, right? So now we go in here, we type in pull wildcard. First one is 0. Variable as wild. Or actually, variable would technically be time. Right? And so you guys would say, like, set timer 60. No, we'll say 1, like, because I'll have it be, like, in minutes, right? So it would pull that time. I would have to do a modify variable. Yeah, set local variable name time. It would have to be multiplied because how the time for, because after that I would do a time for wait out. Wait for timeout rather. There you go. Wait for timeout. What this would be is it would take the time. So if you guys typed in 1, I have to turn that into milliseconds, which 1 minute in milliseconds is 60,000, right? So you have to multiply it by 60,000 to get minutes into milliseconds. And then the timeout after would be the variable time. And then it would send a chat message. It would send 2 chat messages. It would send one up here. And then I would send another one down here after the timeout. So it would just be / $name has set a timer for... Yeah, because I'll need to do this before I modify the time. Excuse me. For / $time minutes. My channel. And then after, it would just be like / $names timer has finished. I'm curious how, something I'm curious to see. I'm gonna save this. Oh wait, there we go. Save that. Hi Evie. Hello, hello. Holy heck, 45. So, mission point set timer 1. It crashed it. Okay, where did it run into an issue? Button 67, command name set local variable broke. Wanho, you're not getting you that 1 point back. Guy's trying to trigger stuff while I'm mid doing this. Okay, so why did that break? It said set local variable is the one that broke there, right? So let me turn these off real quick. Did it even set the... Okay, yeah, it did send the message. Your problem, the system's shite. No, it is your fault for not seeing I was modifying stuff and in the process of crashing it. How dare you? Okay, so let's see. If I do that... Oh! But I turned that off. It's off. Oh, it's because I didn't hit save. That's why. I think that's why. Yeah, it's because I didn't hit save. Alright, so if I do this... Yeah, time equals 1. So... Why is it not multiplying it? Not a single alert's working. As long as I'm not in the middle of crashing it, they are working. When it's in the process of crashing, they're not working. So... I wonder why... You're going to go drive safely, Evie. I wonder why this is making it crash. Is it not recognizing...
Not.
Is it not... No, it should be. I don't... Because it recognizes the variable as 1. Dang, Wanho, 40 stream streak. Let's go. It's recognizing it as a 1. Why is it not multiplying it by the 60,000 like I want it to? Let's see what it does one more time. Oh, okay, look, right there, it didn't crash that time. Oh, it's because I didn't hit the save button again. Alright, there's the crash. Okay. So... For one redeem. Button command error, ID 7. Command name, set local variable, command line 3. Command line 3. Invalid. I don't quite understand why that is invalid. Man, I thought this was going to be easy. Because, like, I'm willing to bet if I do that, save, it won't crash like this, will it? It crashes from that too. Huh. Yeah, this time command line 4. Unable to add a number to string. Okay. So it's having issues recognizing. All right, let me disable the chat message on this too. We don't need to see that pop up every time I do this. It's having issues recognizing this one for some reason. Do I need to stringify it? Is that a thing? Number to string? String to number, maybe? What exactly is a string? String programming is a sequence of characters used to represent text rather than numbers. Strings are contained with a pair of quotes. Contain numbers. Have you realized it doesn't have the value of 5? Oh. So I need to use string to number. Okay. So in this case, I would do... So time string. The string variable is time. I would go down here. I would change this to... No, that one stays. This one, the variable name, would be time string. And timeout after time string. Okay. Hi, Riss. But no string. That's basic coding. That's the thing. I don't do actual coding, Riss. I don't know. I legitimately don't know how to code. I'm honestly picking all this up as I go. That's why, like, I had to sit here and look at the documentation, learn what it actually means. Okay, so in theory now... here, let me run this again. We'll see what it does. Yeah, time string 1. Okay. So if I do turn that and that back on. Also here, just that one. Save. String is mind-blowing. I've never had a reason to use them. Okay, and it multiplied it correctly. Okay, cool. Something I'm curious about. Oh my god, that actually works. Okay. Okay. So if I do blanks, $, time, minute timer has finished. All right, so what happens, chat? So we'll save this. You guys can type in set timer and then a number. It will pull your display name. It'll pull the wildcard, which is the time you typed in. It converts that time into a string, so I can actually use it. It sends a chat message saying name has set timer for time minutes. So name has set timer for time. Then it takes that, whatever you typed in, multiplies it by 60,000 for converting into milliseconds. And then it times out after that and sends another message. Names, time, minute timer has finished. Were you GTA 6? It doesn't convert it that well, Wanho. It does not convert it that well. But with it actually talking to smaller numbers like that, to like halves and stuff, it should have 0 issues setting any timer as long as it's less than like... yeah, as long as it doesn't have more than like 4 numbers behind the decimal, I think. It might run into issues at that point, but who's setting timers that accurate, right? Right? Write the function in their entirety, even if they're simple. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I really like Sammy because I like the idea of programming, but I have not. I was never able to take the time when I was younger to actually learn to program, and I don't have the patience now to sit down and learn to program. Sammy is nice. It lets me create things that interact with stream. It doesn't require actual programming knowledge, although you pick some up as you go. And it's just been really, really fun to play with. You know what I mean? Alright, well there you go, chat. There's now a set timer command. And I believe it wouldn't be as accurate on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube has a delay whenever it sends messages, so I'm not going to add one there. Anyway, yeah, that's a thing now, chat. There you go. Congrats. Okay. What was something else I wanted to mess with? Chat, would you like a command to add things to a notepad? Would you like the ability to add things to a notepad? It could go absolutely horrendously. It could go terribly, mind you. You guys, look at all the potential hat shops in the future. You don't get to know this command yet. These ones just don't work. Look at all the potential gotchas you could be doing, chat. Depends how it's set up. I would have it set up similar to the quote command, where you would type in a message. You would do like, I don't know, exclamation point note. It would load up it would look at a brand new INI file. Not brand new. In this case, it would be brand new. I would make a new one. It would be... Oops. So, note... one. And then as you add them, it would add another number. So, like, the very first one would be labeled 1. It would be, note. And then if you typed in exclamation point add note, or you typed in exclamation point add note again, it would just add it below that, right? And so on and so forth. Now, I don't think depending, because this is very similar to quotes, I feel like this would be used more for just like chat telling me to look at their notes later. Because I don't know if I'd want to give chat access to looking at this, or if it would just be for them writing stuff down to yell at me later. I don't know how useful it would be, considering I already have a working quote command, right? God, I actually really like my quote command, chat. This stuff works way too well. Yuki got down to 72 seconds. Oh my gosh. Oh god. Okay. Oh, good job, Enigma. Jeez and rice. I just looked over. All right. Nope. You get minimized, Yuki. I'm not paying attention to you right now. Thank you, phone, for letting me know Yuki has a hype train. How wonderful. Dear Lord. I honestly, with the way her subathon is set up, Joey, I don't know if it's ever going to end. I really don't know if it's ever going to end. That's how you designed it? I know. Roxas is over 7 days. Poor Roxas. Version 2 is more evil. What's it called when you put a note in the middle of a line of commands and stuff? I don't remember what it is anymore. A comment. There it is. If for whatever reason I ever do a subathon, which I don't think I ever will, one thing I would do is, because I don't, if I did a subathon, I would want to do it, I would not want it to last more than 2 days. You know what I mean? But I would also probably, like, have those 2 full days available to stream, like, 16 plus hours each. It has a hype train multiplier. Ay. I would have it be something like raids would add time at the beginning, starting at, like, maybe 1 hour per raid. And then after, I don't know, after, like, 5 raids, it would go down to half an hour, right? And after 10 raids, it would go down to a quarter of an hour added. Like, I would do stuff like that. And I do something similar for subs and follows, where it would be more than that, because, like, subs would probably start off at, like, 10 minutes each, and then after, like, I don't know, 20 subs, because 10 times 200 minutes, that's easily a couple hours, right? It'd go down to 5 minutes each. Right? Then, like, 50 plus, it would go down to, like, 2 minutes each. Like, I would do something like that. Follows would probably be a little bit, like, it would probably start at 5 minutes. After 20 of them, go down to whatever after, you know what I mean? So there is some science behind the logic, yeah. Because I'm okay with starting with a timer that starts at, like, 12 hours. And then it ramping up, and then not being able to keep up with how long I'm streaming. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to... I just don't want to deal with having a subathon lasting that long. I would probably have some goals of some kind, too. I don't know what kind right now. But I'd probably do some kind of goals, like, during it. You like bingo-thons more. What would a bingo-thon be, Riz? Oh. You don't like asking for subs? That's fair. You make them do bingo. Oh my goodness. I did set up one really cool thing the other day, chat, which it's only gotten the trigger once so far, which I'm fine with. Oh, you guys shouldn't see the whole thing. I have set up a couple webhooks in the Discord that I'm tied to here that will actually send messages in the Discord whenever somebody subs now. Now, these two are there just in case. God, I hope nobody ever actually does one of these. I don't know why. I understand why tier 2 and tier 3 subs are there. The idea of actually paying for one hurts me in the soul. You know what I mean? An all channel-a-thon, yeah. Except Yuki and Lissa using Ko-Fi, yeah. Media set time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually thinking about how do we make a working clock, like a working timer in Sammy. What is overtime? think I understand what this does. OBS, drop down, string. Name of the source, second from drop down, input manually, time in milliseconds. Seek the position of a currently playing source. Okay, so that... I think how I would do it... You want to use my own clock? No, not necessarily, because like the clock you guys see on screen down here, that's actually just like a clock from the internet from somewhere. Yeah, I'd have to create a source in OBS. I'd have to... My first thought, which is kind of terrible, is to have a really long clock, then just send data to it. Yeah. See, problems, I don't know how to do some of that. Oh my god, I could do something incredibly stupid, chat. 1 second. Okay, I know of one really stupid way to do it. It would be a text source. Text is, we'll just put in 100 real quick so we can see it. It would be something like this. OBS trigger using OBS WebSocket. Should mean the samey documentation? What? Where'd my documentation go? Did I close it? I did. Come here. Yuki, you go back to hiding over there where I can't see you. I do... Oh, well. Yeah, come with OBS WebSocket 5.0 pre-installed. I have it connected already. I already know I have that connected. Yuki's at back at 8 hours. Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. What is an extension trigger? Fast runners want to do another button, especially if it's an overlappable button. Anyway, my terrible idea was something along the lines of delete that. It helps if I type things in correctly. It would be source, change text. What do I name this? Probably timer. There it is. So like right now it's 100. Set local variable. Go up. Variable name is going to be time. Change that to 100. Change the text to /$100. I apparently don't know how to type things in correct chat. And then I'd have to... Is there actually like a loop? There is. It is... shoot, what's it called? One second. I have it hidden over here. Repeat is what it's called. Repeat. Move that up top. Put that above that. Put this inside of there. I wonder if I just leave that blank, do you think it'll repeat forever? We'll wait for timeout in there. Put a... What's it called, chat? What's it called? It is, yeah, it's another set local variable is what it is. Set local variable, variable name, time, +1. Oh, I know why that's breaking. This needs to go there. Okay. Fix something in your car before you get. Good luck, Joey. Yeah, so if I did something like this. Hey. It'll only go 200 times, but it technically works. I just need a way to make it repeat forever, right? And be subtracting one instead of adding one. Unfortunately, that is also not in like minute, second, hour. That is just a counter that is going up as we go. So, how do we convert that number into minutes and seconds? How do we convert that into minutes and seconds, chat? Why does that look like that? Am I losing my mind? Oh, I am losing my mind. Okay, that makes sense. Because an alternative I was thinking of... Oh, no, because that'd be like a friggin... No, that wouldn't work. Okay, could I do something like... if time is greater than 60, Oh, wait, there's date time math. Oh, wait. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh my gosh, that's so convenient if it actually works. So, variable name, time, input format. Oh, input format. Shit, I don't know. Output format would be hour, minutes, seconds. Turn those off for now. Actually, turn all those off. Where's date time diff? Format, date time, unit, seconds? Is that doing math between two different date times? Date time duration. This is how you would add on to it. Or this is how you would add on to it. I don't know what duration is then. If I say time, input is this. I don't know what this right here, what it wants from me. Unless this is asking me to put in the date time to begin with. So if I said like 0 to start plus 100 seconds, output format is this. Delete that. If I... Okay, it crashed it. That's not surprising. It's because it's seeing Oh, it's because it can't convert to 0. Okay. I always forget these things freak out with heckin' strings. Or with zeros. I didn't hit the save button, so it didn't actually trigger it correctly. Oh, no, it did, actually. Okay. Do I have to put it in like this? And so I just say 0:0:0? Incorrect input format. Okay. Do I have to go zeros, have 2 zeros in each of those then? Okay, that worked. That actually worked. Wow. Wow. Okay. Get rid of that. Go to minus. Minus 1 second. Grab me a repeat. Go into their repeat amount. 500 for now. Oof. Ouch. Do. What was that? Break. Oh. Huh, interesting. You can actually break a loop. I didn't know you could do that. That is really funny. Huh. Okay, no, that's not what I was going to do. I was going to do, change source text, source name, bottom right, timer, 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 timer. Let me copy this real quick, paste it up here, and I'm gonna make the timer really, really big. Oh, this would be current time. Okay. Make this like 2000 for now. So if I do this, oh, I see what it did. I see what happened. I forgot to add a wait for timeout. Holy. I done did it, chat. Now, the only question is, how do I make it repeat forever? How do we make it repeat forever? Like, instead of having this, I want it to just loop until the end of time. Or until I pause it, right? It's not a thing I can do. A loop isn't a thing in this. Numbers, text, and variables. If, re-enable, repeat, break, exit, switch statement, case statement. What I could do is set local variable. We'll say this loop 1 and have the repeat amount be loop. So we'll copy this up here and paste it. So every time it loops, it... Oh, would that actually work? I don't know if that would work. I mean, we'll try it real quick, I guess. No, it doesn't. Okay. I was hoping, like, resetting that number each time would make it happen, but it doesn't. Oh, no, I can... do wine repeat, yeah. Wait. Wait, what? X is true. What are you calling X in this case? If X is true, do Y and repeat. Yeah, I don't really... Is a double variable true or false? I don't... I don't quite understand, Riz. Because... an if statement here is a set input and only change it on certain conditions. So the part that I don't think or that I don't think does anything for me is that how do I make it repeat this from here, right? I mean, it depends on what you're trying to get me to do, because I can... We go into utilities, common... What is overtime? That's one that I don't quite... Actually, let's look it up real quick, because I'm curious. What does overtime do? Oh, it's an artificial cooldown. Okay. Okay, so open URL HTTP URL encode string. Get date time math. Sound effects, mouse and keyboard. One that I was thinking of was trigger button. Where I get rid of the repeat amount. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that local variable because it's already added time right now. Get rid of this one. So all it's doing right now is it's subtracting the current one, which it already has a pretty high variable, so I'll leave it alone. Trigger button. Button ID. ID 105. It can't trigger itself. Ah. Would that be button overlap in this case? That made it work. You gotta go sleep, have a good one, rest well. Okay, so that works for that. And then it can be... Actually, this works really well, doesn't it? Because then I can just do a... Like, if I needed to pause the timer... I believe I can stop button. Yeah. What number did I say that was? That's 105. Oops, 105. Oh. Shit, wait. Cancel. Get rid of that. Stop button. ID 105. Thank you. This would be pause timer. Okay. So doing something like this. Run. Okay. We have the pause timer. So if I run this, the timer stops. Okay. Start timer would be incredibly easy. Because it would just be a trigger button. ID 105. If I run that, it starts that now. Honestly, what am I doing? I don't even need that button because technically this would just triggering this would start the timer, so that's fine. And then you'd have to do timer math from there. So you would have to variable set button variable. You would go button ID ID 105 variable name. Can I close it without it yelling at me? No. It was a time string, I think. It'd be like +1. Okay. What does that actually look like in here? What happens if I trigger that? I feel like that's gonna break, right? So I'd have to be doing a date time first. That one. Date time math. Oh, I do it like this actually. So I do get button variable, button ID 105. Get variable time. It's not time string, it's just time. Save variable as time. We would go date time math, variable time. Input format is this. /time. And then we'd add like what if we add 1 minute? Output format would be the same. Okay, and then it would set the other button's variable. ID 105, time, that, save. So if I run this, it didn't work. At 31. Is it? Wait, what's it doing? It's subtracting a minute. What? What? Why is it subtracting a minute? And it resets it back to 0 each time. Go to seconds instead and add like, say 60 seconds. Yeah, it's like resetting it down to a lower number for some reason. Okay, turn those two off. Run that real quick. What is it getting as the variable? It's getting that as the variable. Why is it doing that? Because it's counting down just fine there. So why is it not counting down correctly here? But in this case, it's not even counting down. It's friggin' like just subtracting a whole, like it's taking it to the nearest minute. Right, that went down to... What? What? Should go... Yeah, just... Wait, no, that one worked. And then right there it breaks. Yeah, it should have gone to 2101. So it's doing something incorrectly with sending the time over, I guess? That's the format. Oh, wait. It's because I'm freaking stupid, chat. That's why. Oh my gosh. No, that's still breaking it too. It's because I'm plus equals. Okay, save, run. Okay, yeah, it's because I was just being silly. So add a minute, save. Wow. So that is a working countdown. Huh. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit easier to do than I was expecting. Right? I say that it was actually a minor pain in the butt. Add time. What use am I ever going to have for a heckin' timer, chat? Is it going at the right speed? I think it is. Oh, here, let me go to a... Oops. One that has a lot more blank space real quick. Not what I'm gonna do. So are these moving at the same rate? I think so. Hi, Evie. Welcome back. No, they're not. I think mine's a little bit slower. So we want to change this to like... that. No, it's getting closer to it now. Okay. Maybe I was just losing my mind. I mean, it's close enough even if it does work like this. Hi, Evie. How are you? Hope your drive was safe. Hey, chat. What font should we make the timer? Are we good? Are we back? Hi, chat. Oops. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean for that to happen. Did not mean for that to happen at all. I think I know why it happened. It happened because I had the thing going and I was trying to mess with it at the same time. I'll admit it. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. Ooh, yuck. I need this thing to be, like, legible. What's a good font for just numbers, chat? Ooh. Oh my god, that's so tiny. Make that bigger. It's so small, it's actually unreadable. What if it's read from file? Text file. Oh, it's a UFT 8? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, don't do that. Back up to the top. Suddenly unreadable? Holy cow, Batman. Oh, that was awkward, chat. Oh, it's mirrored now. How did I do that? What have I done, chat? There we go. Jeez. Well, that was weird. Okay. Here, if I had a timer, it would have an outline of like 5 pixels that are black. Go. Then you could shrink it down. It needs to be more than that. I've made mistakes. I don't know what you're talking about. It needs more pixels than that. There we go. It starts at 24 hours. That's funny. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We'll let it run. We'll let it run. It's fine, chat. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I still feel like it needs a bigger border. Or maybe it's the font size being funky like this. 1 second. That'd be